It was all going so well.
What the
I'll send you the picture. It's pretty bad.
In the last episode, we were exploring the east side of Khuvsgul Lake in northern Mongolia. We could have spent the whole summer exploring the lake, but it was time for our next adventure. And let's just say, it didn't go how we thought it would.
We've headed back up towards the lake and we're starting to talk to some locals about the best way to cross over from the lake into the Huatasaltig mountains. I'm looking forward to people criticizing my pronunciation.
There were two options to get to the mountains. Go the long, more common way around, or the route we were thinking of trying, by going along the west side of the lake and over a pass to get there. Our overlanding friend Ganbi told us it should be fine, based on reports he was getting at the time. But the locals in the nearest town in Khuvsgul had a different opinion.
It turns out there's some people that we know up here, a Dutch couple, Wouter and Sarah, and they're a bit further up the lake, so they said they'd ask around as well. They asked at the beginning of the route that we're looking to do, and they were told that the route is only suitable for horses or aircraft. So we are going to do a little bit more digging. We're confident that we can do it. So there's a few things we've got to do this afternoon, and then the plan will be to head off tomorrow morning, and hopefully with our friends in a yellow Troopy.
We met up with Sarah and Wouter the next morning and began making our way up the west side of the lake towards the pass.
Yeah, we also thought, oh, if we cannot make it, we can always find a nice camp.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, we just checked with, I can assume I think he's a ranger, and he basically said Jiglet Pass is all good to go. So let's see what happens.
After a few hours, the hotels and guest houses began to fade, and the track became more wet and muddy. We had to get out often to check the best way forward. And as we made our way through the forest, we also had to be mindful of the tree roots. As we hugged the lake, we were in awe. It was all going so well.
What the How did this?
They're the brake pads.
How does that happen? It's like not even.
It's like a little hill.
So that's why it. You were like, also, oh, it's just this is okay, and then we.
This is really bad. We just fixed this trailer from the fire, and like we were just so enjoying it so far, and it's only been a few weeks since we sat out with the new and improved trailer, and now this freaking happens. The stub axle had snapped clean off, leaving the brakes in pieces. Thankfully, we had just got Starlink, which was a game changer. Matt began making some calls. We were stranded and trying to find anyone willing to drive the muddy, swampy track to reach us. And even if someone could get there, we still had no idea how we'd get the trailer out. A normal tow truck wouldn't stand a chance.
I have a feeling we might be sleeping in a tent. The wheel hub and the axle on the trailer is snapped clean off. Like, clean off. Yeah, okay, that would be great. I'll send you our location if you can just keep me posted. All right, thanks so much, Ganbi. I'll send you the picture. It's pretty bad.
The baby don't have food on.
And it's happened in like the most benign place you could imagine. Like it's just a tiny little hill.
What do you say?
He said the problem is it's holidays.
To make things harder, it was a holiday and no one was working. We crossed our fingers that we could get someone out to help. In the meantime, we made the trailer as light as we could and set up a forest kitchen. The trailer was pretty well rested on the tire, but getting stuff out with it on its side was a bit of a challenge. I also bought quite a bit of meat when we were in Murren because we can't really get a hold of that when we go to like the smaller villages. You just don't know how old it is or how long it's been there. I'm cooking up this massive pot of chili for all of us because I've got 2 kilograms of ground beef. And some of this stuff we'll give to Sarah and Wouter, but they also don't have a very big fridge, so they're not gonna be able to fit everything in there. So we'll try to use as much as we can right now of stuff that's gonna go bad if it's not in the fridge.
Because of where we are, it's pretty tricky to get a tow truck, even in Mongolia. So I've spoken to a few friends, and the best solution at the moment seems to be they're gonna bring some sort of mini flatbed trailer, jack up the other side, put the trailer underneath our trailer, fix both trailers together, and then keep the original towing point, R1, and then tow it out of here, is the plan. Quite a big chance it might tip over.
Meanwhile, the kids were living their best life, totally unfazed by the whole situation. They are just so present and in the moment. But the situation was about to get even more complicated.
Wouter? Oh, Wouter zit zo. He's stuck.
What?
Waar?
Wouter went in the Troopy to go help out a local that got stuck in the mud, and now he's stuck in the mud. Yeah, so it's just him and a shovel. Matt and Sarah headed out to find Wouter and get the Troopy out with the max tracks and shovel we had, while the kids and I stayed behind.
Got a nice sea view though, haven't you? Yeah, of course, Mongolian community. Doesn't look too bad, but yeah, it's beached at the back.
Wouter had some sort of airbag that is designed to lift the vehicle, so it was worth a try.
Storm's coming. I'm just so curious about this.
But unfortunately, it ended up bending the side step and not helping in any way. Okay, so Matt is back on his way now. The Troopy is done. It is stuck. They could not dig it out, as every time they tried to get out, it just got more and more stuck into the mud. So now Matt's going to unhitch the trailer and go try to pull him out and hopefully not get stuck himself. And the kids and I are just kind of, we're waiting around, and then I'm hoping this big storm, it seems to be passing, so I'm very happy about that because we do not want it to rain for the trail's sake, and also we still have some stuff out here. It just makes it more of a clown show. Wow, Charlotte, are you enjoying that? I've put away what I can. I couldn't put the refrigerator away, so now I've just wrapped it up in a massive tarp that we have, and that should protect it. I've put everything else away, jam-packed the car, and Matt is still not back. He said he's heading back now, and they still haven't gotten the Troopy out, and now this massive storm, like this one is not gonna pass us. You can probably hear the thunder in the background. Tough. Keep pressing it. Keep pressing it. Keep pressing it.
Go on. Press and hold, Jack.
We're in the jungle. We're in the jungle.
So I've just walked a Mongolian mile, which is about 4 kilometers, and the Troopy is pretty stuck. I think we could dig it out with max tracks and spades given enough time, but they said, can we tow him? So I'm going to try and unhitch the trailer, go and pull them out, and then try and work out how to re-hitch the trailer. It's, after the axle snapped, it's pretty bedded in position, so it's just going to be a delicate reattachment.
This makes me nervous. We're gonna have to jack up the trailer first, probably.
You have a proper heavy duty jack.
Yeah, we don't have that.
You can see this really is not an ideal situation. This is like a maybe 35-degree angle. So all we're doing is, whilst kind of jacking it up, you're moving it this way, and we need to move the force actually up. So we're kind of going against what the hitch wants to do. So I'm not convinced this is going to come off easily. The only realistic way is to
level
drag it, or jack the trailer.
After hours of work, the Troopy was well and truly stuck. Sarah and Wouter would also have to wait for help to pull them out.
Just been told that the guy that's going to come and get us in a 4Runner with this small flatbed trailer that we're supposedly going to put this one on is stuck. He's broke his 4Runner trying to get to us, and it's ridiculously swampy, and he doesn't understand how we've got here. So now he's suggesting coming by boat, but just so happens we're surrounded by this kind of strange peninsula that it's almost like it's acts as a guard, so it'll stop any boats coming in. So then you'd have to walk with all the equipment. It's possible, but I don't think it's very practical. And so now the latest plan is he's found a guy with a Russian 4x4 who knows this area well. He thinks he can come to us, but he's doing stuff tomorrow, so now they're going to come tonight. So we're going to set up a tent just here so they can find us. It's really not ideal, but there's not much else we can do. And this Russian truck's going to come and find us in the middle of the night.
And what time is it now?
It's almost 10 p.m. We're a tad worried about the trailer falling off and how this is all going to work, but sometimes you just need to let things unfold and it all starts to make sense.
So we're setting up the tent. That's what we're doing.
So we're setting up the tent now.
Okay.
From our 88 to here is like stunning. Leah's pumping up the air mattress. This is the trail. Never camp too near the trails because of drunken Mongolians. This has got natural defences around it, so if a car or vehicle comes anywhere near here, they're going to hit a tree before they hit us.
A massive storm rolled in during the night. We knew the rain would only make the trail worse. It was almost 3 a.m. and still no one had arrived. Then we heard an engine and saw headlights. Help had arrived. Batnasan and his forerunner had somehow reached us with the help of a local. Since it was their first time seeing the trailer, it took a while to figure out a plan. There was a lot of discussion about how we were actually going to make this work. They were confident in their idea, putting our trailer on top of their trailer. Matt wasn't so sure it was the best solution, but they were the only ones willing to come all the way out here to help us. So he stepped back and let them take the lead. A few hours later, they were still working as the sun began to rise. They tried everything to make their plan work, but eventually came to the same conclusion. It wasn't going to work.
We've concluded that the mini trailer idea is not going to work as expected. The terrain's just too boggy and muddy and undulating, and I was really concerned about it getting stuck or falling off or toppling. So the current plan that they think is going to work is to weld it at the nearest town, come back, fit it, and we're all going to cross our fingers that this is going to work. I'm kind of 50-50 at the moment, so let's see how it all plays out. Four hours? Yeah. Really?
Batnasan said it would take him 4 hours to get to the town of Murin, but we suspected it would take longer. Then he had to get the welding done, drive another 4 hours back to us, and fit it back on the trailer. And if you're wondering about Sarah and Wouter, the forerunner stopped to pull them out first in the early morning hours before coming to us. It was a struggle, But eventually they got free and were finally able to get some sleep.
Jack, stay here.
The guy that's helping us out has showed up with the welded axle that we need to try and get out of here. So we've kind of just had a really lovely day just hanging out with Sarah and Walter and the kids, and now they're here and he's fixing it, and I just don't know where we're gonna fit all of our stuff. We did a big shop thinking, you know, like preparing to have dry food and some produce and meat for weeks. I think I'm also just a little bit nervous about getting out of here, and I just hope that the axle holds up. They seem to think that it's a pretty good job and it seems pretty strong. So yeah, we don't know until we try, really, right?
Santa, Santa.
Woo! I held my breath over every bump, and minutes felt like hours as we drove out. There was no time to waste because the sun would be setting soon. Everything seemed fine until we got here.
Where is it getting stuck here?
It's because it's soft.
Yeah, it's
Really soft. But this is also the clearance, maybe?
We kind of just need to give it some.
No, I don't. You're gonna beat yourself. We tried multiple times to push through, but even with the mud tires and rear diff locked, we kept getting stuck, and the max tracks weren't enough either. It was time to get out the winch. We didn't make it to Murren. It got too late to continue driving, so we stopped here for the night, and now we were pumping up the tires to do the last few hours on tarmac. which was a relief with the trailer being so fragile. I don't think we've ever been so happy to see a paved road. Okay, so plan going forward.
We're now back in the nearest main town, so we've kind of handed the trailer over. That's going to be towed to UB. We've restocked as much as we possibly can. As you can see behind, the car is absolutely rammed.
So we are going to try this again, the same track,
and if we do get stuck there, it's a beautiful place to get stuck. It's like a tropical island.
Nice way to look at it.
We can just go swimming, and we don't have the
We
awning anymore.
have enough food to last us, but
yeah, so will we make it to the mountains? We're about to find out.
Join us next time as we attempt the same trail again.